me tell you something, AJ.
Today we will discuss some topics that have been going on, such as new GBGLILACT active jail updates, 11-year-old goes viral for smoking on the train, and we will also get into Hilltop teen arrested for murder of Walker Mill teen. The first topic we will get into is Hilltop teen arrested for murder of Walker Mill teen. Recently, police would arrest and charge a suspect in connection to a 2023 murder of a Walker Mill teen at a Clinton, Maryland gas station. And articles on the arrest would say, the Prince George's County Police Department's homicide unit charged a suspect in connection to a fatal shooting in August of 2023 in Clinton. The suspect is 18-year-old Stefan Johnson of District Heights. He is charged with the murder of 16-year-old Robert Isaiah Walker of Clinton. On August 12, 2023, at approximately 2:40 a.m., officers responded to a gas station in the 9800 block of Piscataway Road for the report of a shooting. Walker was located inside of the business suffering from a gunshot wound, He was pronounced deceased on the scene. The motive for the shooting remains under investigation. Johnson is charged with first and second-degree murder and related charges. He is in the custody of the Department of Corrections on a no-bond status. Arrest made in 2023 murder of 16-year-old at a Clinton gas station. After a fatal shooting claimed the life of 16-year-old Robert Walker in 2023, Prince George's County Police announced a development in the case Friday. Stefan Johnson, 18, has been charged in connection with the shooting. It has been very, very hard trying to live life without Robert, said Indiara Walker, Robert Walker's mother. The family is hurt. Almost 2 years have passed since Indiara Walker says she last saw her son. She never thought August 12, 2023 would be their final day together. I was going out to run some errands and he just stopped and said, "Mommy, I love you." And I said, "Love you too." And that was the last thing we said to each other, she said. His mom and relatives say that the 16-year-old went to a gas station in Clinton to buy some snacks, but he never made it out or back home. Police say the shooting happened along Highway 223. When officers made it to the gas station, they found Robert Walker suffering from gunshot wounds inside, where he later died. It was just days before the Gwynn Park High School student's 17th birthday. He was an amazing person all the way around the board. He was the sweetest person you could probably ever meet, his mother said. I would have never in a million years imagined anyone would want to hurt Robbie. Robert Walker, aka Lul Rob from Walker Mill, can be seen in Trap Hard Swag music video, only a week before he would be killed by an op from Hilltop. Hilltop goes by 10G, and they are currently at war against Walker Mill, and both hoods frequently diss each other's fallen men very often. Hilltop rapper named Stopdat would shoot a music video at his fallen man gravesite, and in this video, 10G, Steph, aka Stefan Johnson, can be seen. Trap Hard Swag also shouts out another Walker Mill member named Z, who is currently locked up for going around Hilltop and shooting multiple people, accidentally killing a 14-year-old girl. Do you think this Walker Mill and Hilltop beef will ever end? The streets would react.
We are hearing from a mother who has spent the last 2 years fighting for justice. Her 16-year-old son was killed while going to the store. Yesterday, Prince George's County Police announced an arrest in the murder of Robert Walker. News 4's Dominique Moody has new reaction from his mom as their family searches for answers.
It has been very, very hard trying to live life without Robert. The family is hurt.
Almost 2 years has passed since Indiara Walker says she last saw her son. She never thought August 12, 2023 would be their final day together.
And I was going out to run some errands and he just stopped me and said, "Mommy, I love you." And I said, "I love you too." And that was the last thing we said to each other.
His mom and relatives say that 16-year-old Robert Walker went to this Clinton gas station to buy some snacks, but he never made it out or back home. Police say the shooting happened along Highway 223. When officers made it to the gas station, they found Walker suffering from gunshot wounds inside, where he later died, just days before the Gwynn Park High School student's 17th birthday.
Oh, he was an amazing person all the way around the board. He was the sweetest person you can probably ever meet. I would never in a million years imagine anybody wanting to hurt Barbie.
On Friday, investigators announced that 18-year-old Stephon Johnson was being charged in connection with the shooting. The news comes almost a year after Walker's family hosted a prayer vigil in honor of the 16-year-old and to spread the word about his case.
I constantly pushed the fact that I didn't want my son's case to be a cold case, and I as a mom, you just want justice. I don't think this is something that we're ever really going to heal from, but we all are sticking together to try our best to just get justice and remember him.
Police say Johnson was charged with first and second-degree murder.
I know that won't bring him back, but to know that we fought hard and we are still fighting hard to get him justice. He was so excited about prom year and graduating and going to college and pursuing all his dreams. So it's unfortunate that he didn't make it to be able to do all them things.
Prince George's investigators say they're still working to determine what led to the shooting. Johnson remains in custody on a no-bond status. In Prince George's County, Dominique Moody, News 4.
Once again, a community is in mourning. Another senseless act of gun violence claimed the life of a teenager in Prince George's County. Thanks for joining us on News 4 at 5. I'm Sean Yancey.
And I'm Leon Harris. A family in mourning. They're mourning the death of their teenage daughter days after a bullet through a window of a friend's house on Atwood Street in District Heights. A bullet hit and seriously injured 14-year-old Kamaya Farrell on May 31st. Police say that she died last Wednesday, and she was not the intended target.
News 4's Paul Wagner spoke with the victim's father. Paul, I can't even begin to imagine what he must be going through right now.
Yeah, Sean and Leon, I spoke with both parents today, brief phone conversations, learned very little about Kamaya at this point, other than the family is confused about what happened and why she was here that day. Michael Farrell tells me that his daughter was a freshman at Suitland High School, had left Suitland High School that day, May 31st, came over to this apartment complex and was inside a second-floor apartment visiting a friend when one bullet that was fired from as many as 2 gunmen out here on the street went through a second-floor window and struck his daughter. He says at this point, 10 days later, they still have really no idea what went on here. 14-year-old Kamaya Farrell was visiting a friend inside an apartment on the second floor of this building when she was hit by gunfire that came from the street. An officer on the scene radioed for extra help.
I got multiple crime scenes, multiple people hit.
Police found shell casings all over Atwood Street.
I have multiple shell casings, both long gun and pistol,
indicating there may have been 2 shooters. Police say a woman who was in the same apartment where Kamaya was visiting was wounded by the gunfire, as well as a man in the parking lot outside.
Our hearts go out to our family and friends during this incredible, difficult time. And I am sorry. I'm just so angry and I'm hurt because of what has happened. I just can't even imagine the family losing a 14-year-old daughter.
Kamaya's father tells News 4 his daughter left Suitland High School that day and went to visit a friend who lived in the apartment. He says the family is still confused by the circumstances and they do not have clarity from the others who were inside the apartment that day, including the woman who was wounded. Mayor Cynthia Miller wants people to know her city is safe and she is furious with the gunman who disrupted the peace.
And we feel safe. It's just unfortunate that we've had some bad players to come into our city to disrupt us. But we're strong and resilient.
Prince George's County Police declined to say if detectives are making progress in the case. The one thing they will confirm is Kamaya was not the intended target. And that's the confusing part about this story, because there was one man in the parking lot here behind me who was hit in the hip, and then that one bullet went through the window and actually struck 2 people, that woman and Kamaya. I spoke with Kamaya's mother, Patricia, a little while ago by phone. She asked that we remind viewers that there's a $25,000 reward for information in this case, and to please call Crime Solvers if they know anything about what may have gone on here on May 31st. Sean, back to you.
And certainly, I hope somebody watching right now has some information to help solve that crime. Paul Wagner. Thank you, Paul.
Police have arrested a man in connection with the shooting death of a 14-year-old girl back in May. 19-year-old Chandler from Hyattsville is charged with murder. Police say he was shooting at another group of people when a stray bullet hit the young girl. Kayma Farrell was on Atwood Street in District Heights when the shooting happened. Another woman inside the apartment was also injured but survived. Officers found a third victim outside. They also survived. Investigators are looking for at least 3 other suspects involved in the shooting that day. If you know anything, please contact police.
The next topic we will get into is 11-year-old goes viral for smoking on train. Recently, a video would go viral of an 11-year-old kid taking a hit of za while waiting for his destination on the train. And this video would go viral, getting a ton of attention. People would believe that this kid being comfortable enough to roll a J and get hied up off the za in broad daylight on the train shows his family is neglectful and abusive towards him. Moments after this 11-year-old's viral moment hitting the J, he would get a little too high and plot on a Vic to bag, only to get hemmed up alongside his good fat man. Do you think DC youth is cooked? The streets would react.
Hey fool, how old you is? I'm 11. You 11 fool? You smoking? I'm gonna smoke this young. Y'all roll that? Yeah, oh, man, son of 11, you know how to do this. Oh yeah, they looking sweet, y'all. Oh yeah, me.
A few moments later.
Go, but he thought he was gonna steal like he wasn't gonna get caught. You know who the y'all playing with? You too, you fat. Hey, you fat. Yeah, and if y'all know they parents tell them.
Let me tell you something, AJ.
You hear me, AJ?
Let me tell you something, AJ.
You hear me, AJ?
Let me tell you something, AJ.
You hear me, AJ?
And for the last topic, we will discuss GBGLIL active jail updates. Recently, GBGLILACT would post to Instagram after getting a phone over the jail, and he would create a new account under the name Free Dizzy Act 15. LILACT is currently doing time for allegedly murdering 23rd and Savannah rapper 23 Racks with 2 of his men, and they would be caught on surveillance walking through 23 Racks' hood before the murder. The murder of 23 Racks would end the relationship between the Z and 23rd, causing a whole new war in DC, and the reason 23 Racks would get killed is allegedly for saying that he is smoking on Glock from the Z after he passed away trying to spin uptown. People would have a lot to say about this new GBGLILACT picture. Do you think GBGLILACT regrets killing 23 Racks?
Let me tell you something, AJ.
You hear me, AJ?
That's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.